Hi you guys, it's Lena here and welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Lena and I'm here to deliver you the most accurate messages that will support you on gaining insights and clarity as you move forward through your life with ease and grace. This reading is going to be all about your past life. We're going to go ahead and get a detailed message and revisit your past life. We're going to find out who you were, what you did, when you were doing this, what period was this. We're also going to look at things that happened, why they happened, what were the lessons learned, and what's been brought over into this lifetime from that past life, so that you can also gain clarity and gain insight into your present moment, into your current lifetime, which will assist you in your ascension journey, which is what this channel is all about. I love you guys so much, to all the subscribers that have been a part of the fam. And so without further ado, let's get into the reading. So you have 4 options, and the first option is this red calcite. That's group 1. Then group 2 here is the clear quartz point, which is a beautiful point. Then here we have blue calcite for group 3, and then we have amethyst for group 4. I will post a close-up and give you a moment to meditate on the crystals and select the one that is calling to you the most, and then we're going to go ahead and do your reading and tap into your past life. So while you're taking the time to meditate on the crystals, be sure to click on the timestamp below once you have selected the crystal that you feel intuitively drawn to, so that you can skip ahead to your past life reading. Okay, group 1, let's go ahead and pull your archetype card out. Let's see what your archetype is. So you have the ring. Okay, beautiful energy. This is going to be at the center of your spread. So what I can see here with the ring is that in a past life, a lot of you were married, okay? A lot of you were in a union of some kind, a sacred union. You were most likely involved with someone experiencing a deep and profound love. A lot of you were spiritual, very spiritual people. You were very connected with the cosmos, with spirit, with the higher realms and the lower realms. Okay, you were very grounded in your lifetime, but you were also super connected to the divine, to the cosmos, to your spiritual self, to your soul even. You had that knowledge, you had that wisdom. A lot of you had higher consciousness in a past life. You were someone who was very wise, and you were experiencing duality at its finest. You were someone who was very balanced. You experienced that full circle spirituality in your past life, the balance between masculine and feminine energy within self. So let's go ahead and clarify this energy. Okay, so what I can see here as well is that you were someone who was very strong-minded, very strong-willed. You were very independent in a past life. Okay, you were someone who was generous. You had stability. You had money. Okay, you were able to provide for yourself. You were able to buy yourself nice things. You were able to move, to travel. You were able to do certain things that I feel like saying most people weren't able to do. Okay, group one. Most people didn't have these privileges that you did. You went through something really tough in that lifetime that you overcame. Okay. I feel like a lot of you, you overcame. I feel okay. So this is what I'm seeing here. You were someone who was involved with. Let's go ahead and just clarify. You were someone that was involved in maybe something romantic. Yes, exactly. Okay, you guys were in you were someone who had to use your body. There was a lot of passion or fire in your life. You had a lot of lovers. Okay, you guys had a lot of fun. You were someone who was moved around traveling for with lovers, okay, with people. You were like, this was your life and this was your early life. Okay, so in your early life, you experienced lots of like sex, passion, and fire, and you had more than one lover. You could have been committed to one person, but had other people on the side. A lot of you were going through that. Okay, there was some sort of conflict here. For some of you, you experienced a lot of arguing. But I can see here that you guys were very productive. Okay, yeah, you I feel like a lot of you could have been Cancerians in a past life, Geminis. Maybe you are a Cancer or Gemini, Scorpio, Leo is showing up. For you guys probably have some of those placements very strong in your chart. But I do see that you guys were always working, you know, or just having to move a lot and do a lot. Okay, this is beautiful. I see a lot of sacral energy for you, sacral chakra. So here I'm seeing that you guys did use your creativity, your sexual divine creator powers and abilities in that lifetime. Okay, I do see that you guys were something about Scorpio here. And all in all, let's just dig in deeper because I'm curious. You had to be very productive, yeah, and very intuitive. You experienced luxury for some of you. You experienced fine things at a young age in that lifetime, but there was a lot of sex, okay, a lot of relationships, betrayal. Oh my God, yes, this is what someone betrayed you. Someone betrayed you. They had you in a third party. They stabbed you in the back. Okay, this is what happened. I also want to know like who you were dealing with. So this is someone that brought you a lot of happiness at one point. You had a lot of happiness as a young child in that lifetime. You had abundance. You had stability. You were being cared for. Okay. This is beautiful. Yeah. But somehow you got sucked into this energy, and I think it's somewhere you had to, yeah, you guys had to make money, you guys had to work, you guys had to be productive in that lifetime at a very young age, and you were involved with someone on a romantic level. Okay, like there was something karmic though about it. It wasn't light, and then this karmic situation happened with like a karmic partner or lover. But this was your early life, so okay. Yeah, can we get like more clarity on this energy? Yeah, this was definitely karmic, but there was a lot of happiness and joy in your life at a young age. Okay, the person who betrayed you was a Pisces or a Gemini. They had this in their chart in that lifetime, and this person hurt you. They hurt you really bad. But I feel like it took you a while to see this. Okay, it took you a while to identify this thing that was going on behind your back. This was someone, for those of you who I do see here that a lot of you were being taken care of romantically. You were being taken care of by somebody, okay? By this person. This could have also been like, yeah, someone who took care of you quite literally. But there was karmic issues here, like something about sex. I keep seeing that. You went from being very happy to feeling this betrayal. And so what happened next in your life, I do feel like this thing here was like showing itself. Okay, like in this life, in your current life, you experienced something like this. This was like a karmic cycle, karmic debt in this lifetime, right? Number 13. So you had a happy, I feel like this pertains to your current life. You had a happy childhood in that life. I mean, in this life as well. You know, you probably, a lot of you went through this toxic karmic relationship. Okay, you even had karmic, even though there was a lot of happiness in your childhood in that life, which I feel was in this life as well, you could have dealt with abuse, okay, like emotional, physical abuse in your household, and you had to go out at a young age and think about being productive and how am I going to like survive or make money. That's what a lot of you ended up doing. And with the Wheel of Fortune, you were involved in something toxic surrounding lovers, romance, relationships. There was betrayal here, shady people, okay? Things that were being hidden from you, right? Things you weren't seeing clearly. But that led you to move on with your life. Okay, you left. You eventually moved away from that. And you hopped on your chariot in that lifetime. And you moved away, right? You were like, I'm done with this situation. It's not right. It's abusive. There was even marriage for some of you at a very young age. For some of you, okay? But this was part of your lesson because this was the beginning. This was the catalyst of your spiritual growth. Like here you were learning about duality, okay? About union. This is what you're beginning to your spiritual journey, and this was like the catalyst. So you had to go through all that. Yeah, this chariot energy. You moved away from that toxic situation and you move towards stability. Okay, Uranus energy, number 20. You move towards stability. A lot of you could have very well gotten married. Like you could have left this situation to go be with someone else, to go. That's what I feel. I feel like some of you went through that. Let's see. Let's just see. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. So what I can see here is you were like someone who was sought after in your earlier years. You were dating a lot, people wanted to be with you, and whatnot. And then but you went through that betrayal, okay? Nine of Swords, you were very tired, okay? You felt drained. You didn't know how you were going to move forward. You didn't really know how you were going to get out of that situation in that lifetime. And you were trying to find ways to plan, to organize yourself. You were trying to come up with solutions, right? To get away from all of this. And then you met a man, an older man for some of you. I feel like a lot of you in this lifetime were women or divine feminines. I just have to put that out there because it is a specific message, right? It's your past life. It could go either way, right? But you could have been like a man, I guess, who went through this. And you know, someone came in, a King of Cups type of energy. Doesn't have to be a man, but I do feel like very strong that for most of you it was. And this person came in and showed you love. They showed you support. Okay, they wanted to bring in stability. Yeah, this person held a leadership position in your life. You felt like they were bringing you wholeness and completion. Okay, this person like was, it felt to you like they completed you. And I feel like you gained clarity on everything that you had gone through, and you gained clarity on how to move away from that toxic situation from the past once you met this person. Okay. And this person was like a leader to you. They showed you leadership. They could have been a Libra or had Libra in their chart. Um, Virgo energy, father figure type of person for you. And you went off with this person and you went to like experience something together, I feel, because, and you're focusing on stability, and this person was supporting you, showing you how to create stability for yourself, to leave this toxic situation that you were in growing up, okay, or in your early formative years. I'm hearing teenage years as well. And then and positivity came in and saved the day. Okay, a lot of you could have been Cancerians, or Aries is what I'm also seeing, but in that lifetime, or you are now, but you were gaining clarity on what you needed to do, how to move forward, and you were feeling a lot better about the situation that you had to go through in that life. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. So yeah, that lasted for how long? Yeah, can we just see how long this lasted for? This lasted for 7 years. Okay. This period you went through with this person. Okay, this lasted for 5 years here. This toxic situation you went through lasted for 5 years. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. I'm getting that you had a beautiful upbringing in childhood in that past life, which could also be reflecting in this life, up until the age of 13. Okay, up to the age of 13. But when you were 12, you went through a lot of emotional stuff, okay, in that lifetime. And then you went through a 5-year period from the age of 13 of all this turmoil, deceit, betrayal, lots of sex, lovers, having to travel, move around. Okay, this is what I see for you guys in this life at the early age. So eventually you get out of that, right? And then this period in your life lasts 7 years where you were going through this shift and meeting this person, making decisions. There's 7 again. So you were bringing balance into your life and thinking about the long term, the long road, the long haul. So now let's see what happened after those 7 years. So I guess here by now you're 20, like you're 24, 25 now, and you're this Queen of Pentacles energy, right? You've managed to create stability for yourself. Oh, Gemini energy. So yeah, you guys were traveling again, but in a healthy way. You guys were doing things your way, doing things the way you wanted, not having to depend on anyone else. I feel like this person who helped you didn't enslave you like this other energy did. You weren't enslaved to them. They just helped you. They wanted to lead you, show you, guide you the way. So that indicates to me that and it could have been a Libra. It also indicates to me that this person didn't have to be a man. It could have just been a very strong, independent woman if you were a woman in this life, which I do feel like a lot of you were. But either way, I feel like there's no way every single person watching this was a woman in the past life, right? Some of you had to be a man as well, because I think that, you never know, but it is resonating predominantly for feminine energies. But yeah, so you started creating, a lot of you created a business, you created wealth for yourself, you became an entrepreneur, a lot of you could have become you might have been a teacher in that past life is what I'm seeing. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. So this is what I'm getting. So the person who helped you, this older man or woman or person who you were with and you went off with and you ran away with, I'm getting you ran away with them. You felt whole with them, right? Whole and complete. Number 33 energy came up on this card underneath. And that's showing that you became you learned how to become masterful, like self-mastery, spirituality. This person also taught you spirituality, balance. You really matured with this person, but they died in that life. A lot of you, they died. Oh my God, That's so sad. They died, but then things came full circle. I feel like you were rewarded maybe with like an inheritance or some money you inherited. Like, let's see. Ooh. Okay, yeah, there was a lot of passion with this person. You felt a lot of passion, okay? This was definitely a relationship that you were in, a real relationship, not this craziness that was going on before. There was a lot of passion, a lot of you. Okay, this is South Node energy I'm getting for many of you, so definitely you could have met this person in this lifetime. You did like love potions for some of you. You tried everything to save this person. You tried everything to bring balance and justice to the situation, but you just couldn't. You couldn't. It was out of your control. This person, it was their time. They had to go, or something came to an end, you know? But the relationship definitely came to an end, but I do feel like the person died. I want to pull more energy on that. But you were so grateful for everything. You were grateful for what the person did for you, how, you know, the journey. You learned to be so grateful for life. You didn't let this break you. You didn't let the loss break you. And eventually you found tranquility in your life, okay? I feel like you ended up on your own. A lot of you ended up on your own after losing this person, and you had to become, you know, your own defender, your own fighter, your god. You know, you became like a peaceful warrior. You learned how to be independent. You were able to physically defend yourself, is what I'm hearing. Even like whether you were a man or a woman, it did not matter. You knew how to fight. This person taught you how to fight, how to defend yourself. They taught you, you know, not to be afraid. You were bigger than the world you were living in. You were bigger. You were different. You were you were the world couldn't handle you in that lifetime. Like, you were not like everyone else. Like, you were bigger than them. Okay, number 36. And you were a gracious person. You didn't let this break you. Like, everyone else would have let this break them. It would have let all the stuff they went through, it would have broken them. You became a gracious person. You learned how to connect with spirit. Okay, because you learned that, and you were grateful for everything and the people who helped you. You got rewarded. You got stability. You became this stable queen of your life. In your life, if let's say for some of you, I do feel like a king, like there was a king and he saw you. This is a storyline for some of you, and he took you with him to his like kingdom, but it wasn't to use you and abuse you. It was to like support you and guide you. And then he died, and then you inherited what you inherited, and you were a queen. But this brought you a lot of peace. Okay, this brought you a lot of tranquility. Let's continue. Just want to clarify. Ooh. Okay, I got a whole message here. Wow, I got a whole message here for some of you. There was someone else who like really liked your man, or the king that, you know, swooped you off your feet and like helped you out. And there was like a tower moment here. Something fell apart. I feel like he was an older, or she was an older person. I do feel like it's a man, so I'm just gonna keep saying he was with someone else. He left that relationship for you. He left his ex-wife or woman or whatever for you. He got divorced. Okay, Libra energy, tower moment, death. And there was an ending there. Number 7 again. Yeah, number 5, relationship breakup. Like, there was a breakup there. This also could have just been, for some of you, I do feel like there was a breakup. You decided you guys had a tower moment. This was also you. You had a tower moment with this person. With your king, who once made you feel so great, right? Because you learned to bring balance into your life. Something was out of balance. This person was like too, I don't know. Maybe they became a little controlling or overbearing, but you just grew up. You grew up, and you didn't want it anymore. And so you put an end to it. There was a death in that relationship, but like I said, you guys were so grateful for everything this person did for you, for all the help and support and what they taught you. And because of that, you reaped rewards. You reaped benefits here, okay? Like Life rewarded you. Okay, so let's just see here. I do feel like this was a 3-year period of you grieving the loss, of you moving away from this situation, and then you, okay. Interesting. I feel like you, a lot of you ended up like, okay, wait, this is a whole message here. I feel like many of you, okay, let's clarify that, please. Let's go ahead and see what this energy is about. Interesting. So a lot of you, what I see here is you had to move away from a situation. You had to move away from what was, and you realized that it was no longer going to be you know, what it once was. And you went off to like experience a new beginning. I feel like you guys though were dating or like involved with someone for a while, like 7 years, 16 for some of you in that life. So by this time you were in your 30s. I don't know. I feel like you were in a relationship, but I don't see marriage. I feel like there was a new beginning. Someone came towards you offering a new beginning, but their finances weren't all the way there. I feel like you had the upper hand. You were a queen. You had a lot of peace in your life, and I feel like this person was bringing kind of more like problems, like issues. By this time you're like what, 40? If you're 16 years, so that's like 40. If it's only 7, you're like like 31 or something. But I don't know, I just feel like you got involved with someone romantically. You had a new start, you had a new beginning. This person wanted something with you, but there were like financial issues, and you just decided to like cut them out eventually. You realized that it wasn't serving you. There's a lot of love messages here. Like you, I feel like we're definitely, I don't know, divine feminines for many of you, because this seems like a life where you had to like constantly be in relationships, even though you had like a 3-year period of enjoying yourself and being single. You met someone who you were in a relationship with. Let's see. Yeah, there was lots of attraction here. There was lots of physical attraction. You had a new beginning. You had a new start. Could have been another Libra energy kind of person. You guys maybe had rituals, or you were like practicing spirituality. I feel like at this point in your life, you were trying to manifest more money, more finances. You were doing a lot of spiritual work, a lot of like spells. But you, I feel like a lot of you created some sort of karma. You created some karma because you weren't like in your heart space when you were doing the magic. You guys weren't manifesting from your heart. You were stressed out. You were focused on like material things in that life. You were focused a lot on the stability. And I feel like this person couldn't give you what you wanted. Basically, this person did not give you in that lifetime what this person gave you. The person who either died or you decided to leave. But I do feel like they died. I feel like not only did they die, I feel like a lot of you chose to leave them and then they died. Okay, and you did inherit something. You had stability, but you wanted more in that life. Like you had a roof over your head, you had money, you had something, you inherited some land. Let's go ahead and continue here. I do just want to say this person brought you hope, okay? This person, that the king that died in your 20s or in that life, this person brought you a lot of hope. They could have also had Taurus in their chart, but hope in regards to your stability, right? Which is what we spoke about. They were a soulmate. I'm hearing they were a soulmate for you. They were sent by the divine angels. They helped you a lot. Okay. They helped you a lot, and yeah, you left the situation and you went on your fool's journey. Like, you were able to move towards something that you truly wanted, and you moved away from all the disappointment and the pain and the hurt that you experienced with all these toxic relationship situations or very unstable upbringing or life or teenage years. Yeah, you were so done with this situation and ready to like embark on something new. But I do feel like a lot of you were you could have been dealing with like an Aries in that life, the person who like betrayed you and backstabbed you and did all that horrible stuff. This like karmic here was an Aries. What I'm getting, they might have been a soulmate, like a karmic soulmate, karmic twin is what I'm hearing for the person who did you wrong in that life. Which, yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up. So what, after you went through all this stuff and you cut this person out and you moved away from that, because I feel like this relationship didn't work out either. Or if it continued, I mean, let's see what happened. But yeah, let's see what happened here. Ooh, okay, yeah, Jupiter energy. So a lot of prosperity came in. Yeah, I do feel like you guys were married more than once. Okay. You were married more than once in that life, for sure, with that ring at the center of your... But Jupiter energy number 9, I feel like abundance came to you, abundance opened up to you, things got better, you started getting rewards. Okay, this was for the next 18 years of your life. So 40 to 58, right? Blessings came and you overcame all the struggle, you overcame everything you went through. You became a strong queen. You became a queen who wasn't going to put up with anything less than what she deserved. I almost feel like this isn't even you. That 5 of Pentacles there, that wasn't you. That was your person, that second husband or that third relationship, whatever it is, that you were really attracted to them and you were with them for quite some time. You were stable. This is like, you were good, right? This is you. You were, yeah. I mean, you went from being this person who was like a player, a dater, who I think when you were in your younger years, I can see that you being a player and dating a lot and all that got you into this mess in the first place here that you eventually came out of. And then, but this is your nature. So a lot of you had like Gemini in your chart in that life. So you just like love to be in a relationship is what I'm getting. But you weren't putting up with that crap. Okay, this person couldn't take care of you. They couldn't give you stability. There was just like a lot of attraction. And this person might have even been grateful for you because you gave them stability. But they were still very chivalrous. They probably provided you protection, like physical protection. And I don't know. You tried to do ritual. I feel like a lot of you did ritual to get this person to go away because this person was like, I feel like very clingy or like just a little bit obsessive. I don't know. Let's continue and see what happened here. Oh, okay. Well, that's a beautiful outcome. You overcame any poverty, any lack, any just, you felt like money was an issue in this relationship, okay, in your 30s to 40. And then you overcame this. You cut that situation out and you received more money. You got to like, I think some money came in for you. You overcame your demons, you overcame all hardships in your life, and you were experiencing your 10 of Pentacles for the rest of your life. Period. Okay, you ended that life rich and wealthy. You ended that life with land, with a house, with a business or assets or something. Like, you were the queen. I feel like a lot of you may have been like a queen in your own right, the queen of like a small village or something. Yeah, this person was like mooching off of you. This person like couldn't get their money up, and like you just had enough of that, and that was cyclical. That was like, that came to an end. That ended up being a karmic relationship, but I don't feel like this is like a person who's been following you for lifetimes, like some of these energies here or whatever. Ugh, sorry. But yeah, but you just like you just became so wise when it came to your money, your business, your finances, looking out for yourself and stuff. And honestly, I love this because I feel like whatever time period this was, which I'll try to pull and see if I can get a message, you guys were very ahead of your time. You guys were bigger than the world could handle. Like, you were not like other people. This was special. Like, the fact that you accomplished all this is like what normal people weren't doing, Regeneration, number 17. Yeah, you got it all. You got your life back in order. You were able to manifest this stability, this wealth, this business, investing. I don't know. I'm saying investing as if there was probably like investing back then, but you never know. But no, I'm saying like this is like you becoming a landlord, okay? You becoming something like that, okay? Like a landlady, Longevity, yeah. Oh my God, this was like for the rest of your life. You created it. You created abundance for your life, for your legacy. I mean, I'm just like not seeing kids here. That's weird. I'm not seeing any kids. Well, let's see what happens because so yeah, because the reading's not over, but I feel like everything came full circle, right? In your life, right? The ring, full circle, and then you have this circle here, this mandala zodiac, full circle, beautiful, beautiful energy. And you learned your lesson. Like, this is also world energy. Like, you just learned lessons. You conquered the world. You didn't let life bring you down. You did so well. You did so well. And I feel like it's showing in this life because you've brought over the lessons into this life. Even if you experienced a lot of it again, take this reading and let it guide you a bit, or like let it confirm to you that you've made the right choices when it comes to whatever stage you're in, that's being reflected into your life now. But this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I mean, I love it. Let's go ahead and see. I want to see here what is coming, what came full circle. I want to see what's coming like back around into this life for you that was incomplete in that life that you get to do now. So oh wait, I just want to see wait, why is that like that? Oh. Ooh. Okay, you had a dream in that life that you weren't able to fulfill, accomplish. Okay, you had a dream, like something you really wanted that you weren't able to see manifest, okay? And that's what you're able to manifest this time around. I feel like in this life you've learned, you're wiser in this life, because of what you went through. You're able to look back, and I feel like a lot of you know you went through this, okay? Is what I'm hearing. A lot of you know you went through this life like this, like it was like this, like you just knew, you had a feeling, because I feel like the God source has shown you in this life that a lot of what you guys have gone through was like karmic, and you knew that you were like transcending. I almost feel like a lot of you are getting a do-over. So like, let's say you had the early part of the reading, you don't have to go through all of this again. Even though you still probably want the 10 of Pentacles, you get to do things differently this time around. And I see you being wiser in this life. You're different in this life. I also see you having like a happy ending. Okay, happy end. Like happy marriage, happy ending, okay, that you didn't really have that. You had money, in the past life. You ended that life wealthy, but I just feel like you ended that life a little bit alone. Like a lot of you ended it like without kids, is what I'm seeing, and you really wanted that, or you wanted like a true husband, a life partner, and you didn't feel like any of these. Well, I feel like this person died. So I don't know. And then this person wasn't what you wanted. And then this person played the shit out of you. So that's what you want in this life. And that's what you're probably going to get. So I feel like that's what you're going to get. So let's just go ahead and clarify that. Let's see. I just want to pull something else for that. Ooh. Divination, number 14, 5. So the 14 is the karmic debt number, but I feel like this is you learning your lessons, you learning your karmas, right? You've learned from it all. And number 5 is children, it's family. It's the energy that I was picking up on. It's also like very creative. Like you're someone who's like fully connected to source, to the divine. You've experienced divination. Like, okay, you're enlightened. You guys have learned. You love yourselves. That's what you're learning in this lifetime, is to love yourselves, to not allow anyone to take advantage of you, to give you less than what you deserve. Okay, you're connected with the spirit realms, you're connected with your emotions, you have dreams of these things that have happened to you with that Neptune card. You're able to see these things. Okay, a lot of you want children if you don't have them already, but if you have them, congratulations, because I feel like in the past life you didn't have them and you died and that you left that life like sad, okay, because you wanted kids. Now let's see how I can pull, because I feel like I need to get a deck that will, let's see, let's try to pull for a year. Okay, so, oh my, wait. Okay, so a lot of you had this lifetime in 1922. For some of you, it was around 1922. For others of you, it was 1910. Okay. For others of you, it was in 1562. Okay. In 1562. So those are 3 different energies here as far as years are concerned. So I feel like if it was a 1922 life, I feel like you're probably younger in this life. Like you guys are younger in this life. I do feel like you guys live to be about 60 in this life, because that's, oh wait, 21, 18, right? 40, 50. Oh, 70. Like between 70, yeah, around 70 or something like that. But in this lifetime, yeah, you live to be like 60 or 70. But that's what I have for you. Beautiful, beautiful energy. It was a great reading. Let me know how it resonated for you. Let me know if you see any energies like that are resemble your life, this current lifetime. You know, anything that really stood out to you, just share. Please share. I want to know. I really enjoyed this. I love you guys so much. And let's just quickly pull. I want to see what your angels, a message from your angels to leave you with. Romance and connection. Wow. So I feel like you guys are like destined for romance and connection in this life. This life was for you, the past life was all about romance and connection, and then I feel like in this life there's a big theme. Inner child healing is a big one. Guardian angel, you're protected. So if you guys feel like you're wanting to move forward in your life, you're protected. And then earth and ground. Okay, this is for your life now, as like these messages. I feel like they're related to like what happened, so that has been reflected in this life. But inner child healing, guardian angel, romance and connection, earth and ground. Okay, those are the messages from your angels. I love you guys so much, and stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Welcome, and stay tuned for all your monthly readings. Check out your sun, moon, and rising placements. I love you guys so much, and stay tuned for more pick a card readings. Love you. Bye. Welcome, group number 2. Group 2, let's go ahead and get right into your reading. Let's go ahead and pull for your center energy, main energy of your past life. Welcome, everyone. Okay, you have the nectar. The nectar is your energy, the main energy of the life that this past life that you experienced. Okay, so a lot of you, I can see here, were healers. A lot of you were dedicated your life to healing. You could have been shamans, but you also could have been like witch doctors, medicinal healers. spiritual healers, but you worked with plants, you worked with essences, flowers, herbs. Okay, a lot of you worked with helping people go from darkness to light. You help people experience protection, illumination in their lives. You guys were able to look into people's eyes in that life and read them, okay? And this could be the energy of your life now, right? Our past lives sometimes repeat themselves so that we can do things differently or learn a lesson or fix a karmic contract or something like that. So this, I wouldn't be surprised if this is resonating already with your current life, but you guys are able to look into, like, see people's souls through their eyes. You're able to, like, also see someone's state of health just looking at them. You're very perceptive, intuitive. You have foresight. It's a beautiful energy. I love it. Beautiful energy. Yeah, you guys were very in touch with nature in that life. I feel like you guys lived in nature. Okay, let's look at your life now. Interesting. That's very, very interesting. Well, I didn't want to pull that last card, but I have to. I don't want to control the reading, right? So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. So this was like who you were, but now we're going to go ahead and look at the core of you, like the core of your soul, who you were in that life. The theme of your life is being a healer. But now we're going to go ahead and look at your early years. So in your early years, you have the Nine of Wands. So I feel like you guys felt like there was something that you wanted to accomplish, and it didn't come in, and you were like constantly trying to make this happen in your life. You dealt with a lot of disappointments, pain, feeling like giving up, okay? You have Scorpio energy. Number 8, there was like some sort of karmic contract here in your early years. Let's go ahead and see what else. Let's look at your, there was like shady business going on in your household as a child. There was a lot of financial difficulties growing up, okay, in that lifetime. Could also be resonating for this life, but let's just keep that in mind throughout the whole reading, right? That your past life can be re-experienced in many ways, but this is going to serve you in kind of understanding your current life and then also knowing how to move forward in a better way. So yeah, there was a lot of like financial difficulties or coming up short, like your family or your parents, like they weren't able to like give you everything that you felt you wanted or needed as a child. Okay, you have orange energy here. Interesting. Refinement. Okay, that makes sense. So I can see here that you know, there was a lot of heartache, hardship, disappointment. A lot of you, I feel like, dealt with a lot of dark stuff in that life. Karmic energies. There was also something about sex. I feel like a lot of you had a mother who might have been like a sex worker, or you know, or a sex healer. I'm hearing like a sexual healer. So there was a healer in your life, or like a witch at a young age. So that shaped who you were. This person was someone who was like very spiritual and constantly doing spells and manifesting or like praying or something of that nature, but they were very in touch with their divine sexuality, their divine feminine self. I feel like you saw something at a young age that you shouldn't have, and it kind of haunted you for a while. This was something about money. There was something that you learned at a young age about money that wasn't aligned with like the light. Let's just put it like that. However, this person that you had in your life was just trying to do the best that they could to bring you happiness as a child, okay? They really did care about you. This person I see could be like a Capricorn, or Leo. They could also have Libra in their chart. I do see that in that life, you guys were probably Scorpios or had a lot of Scorpio in your chart. That could also apply now. And there's this energy here of like, you just being so like lost and confused as a child and wanting to find your way out of this situation that just wasn't cutting it, even though they were doing the best that they could for you, right? But I do see that you did grow up in like a home, so that's good. And here, something came to an end though, in your teenage years, and you had to move forward in your life. Like you were working towards something. You wanted happiness. You wanted your wish fulfillment. I feel like a lot of you wanted to experience, to get away from this pain and heartache and move towards like more balance in your life, adjust reality, adjust experience, to get like what you felt you deserve, right? You wanted to heal. You wanted to feel better. So this period of your life, as a child that was really rough, I can see here that it lasted around like till the age of 8, or it lasted for 8 years, but I'm feeling around the age of 8, you decided that you wanted more. And I feel like from 8 to 16, you were trying to figure out how to, I know that sounds really young, but let's be mindful, like this is a past life, a different time, and where things were different and kids had to do stuff at a young age and be independent younger, and try to like help their families and stuff like that. So yeah, let's move forward. Because you obviously, I feel like you wanted to help your family. You wanted to like slay the demons. There was like demons around your mom, like bad people. You wanted all that to come to an end. Yes, you wanted a safe family. You wanted to feel security. Oh my God, I want to cry. Because you were so young. You wanted to feel safe. You wanted security, and you just felt like you wanted to bring justice to your mom. Or your dad, but I feel like it was a mom. Because Cancer came out as well, but this is about you wanting to have your own family one day. At a young age, you wanted family. You wanted to experience what you didn't have, what you didn't experience, okay, for yourselves. Let's go ahead and clarify that. Wow. Oh yeah, you definitely embarked at a young age, around 16, on your own journey. You said, I want to get out there, I want to make money, I want to bring stability into my family, into my life. You guys are very innovative. Aquarius, you may have had Aquarius in your chart. I do feel though like a lot of you met a twin or a soulmate in that lifetime, more so like a soulmate, and you guys were together for some time. For 4 years. You were together for 4 years. You lived together. Okay, because of that number 4. You lived together. You were together for 4 years. And then there was like a separation or a breakup. And this was really hard for you because, you really loved them and stuff. And you felt safe and secure with them. You felt like justice had come into your life through this relationship. But it was short-lived. So I'd say you were 20 now. And then here, there was like a reward that came in, a blessing. Something came full circle in your life. Something ended. Mars energy, number 8. Something came to an end. Let me make sure yeah, okay. I just want to make sure, like, something here came to an end, and then there was a lot of fighting too in the home. For those, a lot of you, this is what I'm getting. A lot of you were fighting with your family as well. You were fighting with your mom. You were arguing and fighting because you wanted to become... Oh, I totally pulled the wrong cards. I guess they were meant to come out. You wanted to become independent. You wanted to be a fighter, a warrior. I'm getting a lot of you were like men in this lifetime. You were masculines, okay, more so than feminine energy. And you wanted to like show your mom or your dad that you could provide, that you could take care of them, and you were very young. And there was fighting. So there was fighting in the home. People didn't like approve of you. You didn't feel safe and secure. You were pretty much over the situation. Yeah. That's what I was feeling. Like you walked away from a home. You walked away from a living situation. A lot of you, if you were a divine feminine, what I'm getting is that you met, if you were a divine feminine, if you're a divine feminine now, I should say, there we go. You were in a relationship. You met like a soulmate type of person that you were with for 4 years, and then you guys broke up and stuff, and you like there was fighting, and you went off to be independent and go for what you wanted, who you wanted to become, because you still wanted to help your family. If you're a divine masculine, it's the storyline of you still living at home or trying to support your family, and then you may have had kids at a really young age for some of you, is what I'm seeing here as well. So, yes, that was really tough. And you just decided, like, I'm moving away from all of this. I'm going to become who I'm meant to be, who I've always wanted to be, be. And you started focusing on being refined, on refining your craft, your skill, okay, your healing abilities, your work abilities. You basically changed your life for the better. And you manifested abundance for yourself through this work that you started doing. And so by this time you're like 20, maybe early 20s, and this period of your life, wow, lasted for a while. Lasted 22 years. It lasted 22 years, and this was also you becoming like, mastering who you wanted to be. So you guys became very independent and I'd say successful at a very young age. And so yeah, wow, everything came full circle for you at a very young age. I'm sorry, I'm just so stuck on that. I'm like um yeah, okay, let's continue. So let's see like what led to that. Yeah, you were determined with the Mars energy to create stability, to create your own business, to create like your own practice. Okay, doing healing work is what I'm seeing here. A lot of you were like wise men or wise women, and people came to you for answers. You got rid of all the toxicity in people's lives. Oh wait, so I didn't even tell you. So you decided to move away from all the from the heartache, from the things that were causing you pain, from your family situation. Okay. And this was around when you were 22, but this also lasted for like 20 years in your life, where you refined what you were doing, refined your healing practice. It brought you the world. You taking this initiative brought you the world. I mean, you were dealing with sick people, you were dealing with unhealthy people, with people that have shadows and darkness, and you gained abundance by working in the dark or in the shadows. So a lot of you actually were doing like shadow work or magic or rituals. Like you guys were like witches. Not that in a bad way, I mean, but I do feel like maybe in the beginning you had a lot of darkness and you use your power because you had a lot of pain, right, from the past, and there's still a lot of like dark shadow energy, but you guys just worked with the shadows. You worked with clearing people's diseases, addictions. You help people's you were just everything for people. You could have even been like people's therapist, like even if it was years ago, like in the 1500s, like you had these gifts and abilities, and you had the knowledge and the wisdom, and this is something that you brought into this past life, and you also brought it into this life now. Okay. But yeah, beautiful energy, abundance. I feel like this allowed you to like focus on building a family. So this is what your focus was in around the age of 22, was your career, your finance, your work, and then building family and stability. You were really strong by the time all of this was over in your life. Okay, you had abundance. You had more than enough, but you didn't have the long-term stability. So like I don't see you guys like owning land, or like see a lot of you didn't really like own land or like properties, and you weren't like, I don't see, like, I'm not getting yet like any vibes of royalty. I do feel like you guys were well off compared to like the commoners or like other people. You guys did well for yourselves. You were self-made. Like you guys did this. You came from like, I'm sorry, you came from the gutter. You came from like hardship. seeing your mom do stuff, seeing your dad do stuff that they shouldn't have been, struggling, overworking, trying to manifest, and they weren't able to. And this, wow. You also healed yourselves. You healed yourselves very quick. Like, I feel like you took your, it's not, okay, you know how some people, before they become healers, they feel like they have to do the shadow work first and be like fully love and light. You weren't like that. You were still in your shadow. You had your shadow and your light, but you used that to your advantage. That was how you were able to tap into other people's darkness, into darker realities, into darker timelines, and transmute that. But you were like brave as F, brave as fuck is what I'm hearing, to move away from your family, your stability, this past relationship for the masculines. For the feminines. Wait, why did I say masculines? Maybe both of you did have that with that soulmate. But this was like a soulmate that it just didn't, it was only meant for like a short time. It was like kind of like a transition out of this toxic childhood, okay? And then you ended up here. And this was great, but I feel like you guys were still not fully where you wanted to be financially, but you were still happy. And yeah, like this is beautiful. There was completion, cycle completion, strength. You came out on top from what you had gone through. So let's move forward. Let's continue here. Okay, so by this time, you're like 40 when you leave this energy. I do feel like a lot of you had children, or you were focused on having children, or wanting, you know, to be with someone. I don't see love here, so I feel like that wasn't a big focus. You guys were very focused on your craft, your passion. You felt like you had a mission, like you had a duty to help the village, to help the city, to help the townspeople, to help, you know, the world, like the world heal, and that you were just doing what it was like. You actually got into it for survival. Like you knew you had abilities and gifts, and that's how you were able to like make money and leave your situation, and it ended up bringing you so much more than you ever thought. And then it just, you realize that was like your path, your destiny. So that might resonate in this life. But again, like this was something that took time to create and build, but eventually you got there. So, wow. Okay, good. Because I was like, wait, I don't want to say they're married and that there's no cups out. But yeah. Ooh. Oh, good. Because I'm like, where are the kids at? No, I'm kidding. Oh my God. Ooh. Girl. Girl. That sucks. Oh my God, I'm sorry. It's okay though, because it's a beautiful story, right? So let's go ahead and continue. I just want to like, okay, so this is what I see. You did meet someone. You met someone when you were 25, okay? So you actually met them early in this whole 22-year process of you building your finances and stability. You met them when you were 25. You had a beautiful romance. You guys made decisions together to have a family. Well, let me continue because I don't want to make shit up. Okay. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, so you guys, this relationship brought you so much healing. It taught you a lot, okay? This person healed you. I feel like this person could have been a Libra. Could have been a Libra, a Capricorn as well, that came out twice. This person healed you. They helped you heal your childhood trauma. They helped you heal from your past heartache and toxic relationships. Together you focused on building abundance, but yeah, this was a wish fulfillment for you. And you met someone, you were married, you got married. This is beautiful. You guys weren't seeing eye to eye when it came to like something, but eventually you did. It was having kids. You wanted kids, and so that took a while, but you got your way, and then you had kids. But you also created the family that you wanted, and by this time I'm seeing that, well, this could have started when you were 25. So it could have been anywhere from 25 to 25. Yeah, I feel like you guys had kids when you were 25. Or you spent 22 years creating the abundance in the business. But this person brought you protection. Okay, this person made you feel safe. They were an Aries or a Sagittarius. Oh yeah, I didn't see that twice. So definitely Aries type vibe. I'm getting male, masculine energy. I do feel like for you feminines, they were that. Others of you, the masculines that I'm reading for, who really strongly feel like, you know, you were the masculine in that life, the masculine healer. You were able to heal your wife who was pregnant, but others of you were healed, and they feel like you had 3 kids in that lifetime. I can see that here. You had 3 kids, damn. That's great. And yeah, I mean, it was just beautiful. Like, you got what you wanted. You were manifesting. You had a great life with this person. So, you know, things happen, you know, now you're 44, around 40, 44, and you're here now. So, let's see. You had love, you had stability, you had partnership, you had union, you had it all, okay? But something was off. What happened here? What happened? Oh my God. I feel like you became really successful in what you were doing, and it caused, I hate to say this, but it caused jealousy in your person in that life, your significant other. It caused jealousy around you. There were shady people. People try to take your business. People try to do stuff. Okay. But I do feel like something came full circle. Wow, I feel like I need to pull more cards to like really grasp what happened here. Can Spirit please support me here in getting to see what happened? Yeah, the relationship came to an end. So this was when, like, okay, so 40, so around 56 years of age, or either 56 years of age or 26 years of being together with this person. It came to an end. You were very successful, but something came full circle. Like, I don't know. Was there infidelity? I think so. Something changed in someone. Like, there was, I feel like you were very busy working, like a lot. Okay. And this person, let's clarify. This person, yeah, this person became like karmic. Like they just had like karmic dark energies and stuff, which, you know, they weren't able to work through, I guess. And they were good at like telling you, like talking to your ear, like telling you like, oh baby, I love you, everything's good, you know, it's just us. But then they were like going off behind your back and like having sex, you know, with other people, or like romantic partners. But for others of you, I do feel like, well, for all of you, I feel like you didn't allow this to hold you back, and you were still able to, okay, this is the story. For the divine feminines, don't shoot the messenger. For the divine feminines, you guys dealt with someone who was like this. For the masculines, you were the one who did this, but you still were successful, and like, I don't know, but it didn't affect, like, this karmic thing didn't affect your money. Let's just put it like that. What it affected was the relationship, and I feel like the relationship came to an end and there was betrayal. There was betrayal here. Wait, why do I feel this is so bizarre? I'm trying to understand what happened here. There's like something happened here in this part of the life. And oh my God. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm like, what? So this is what I'm seeing. So in that life, judgment was made. Judgment was made on the relationship, and I feel like it fell apart. I also feel like someone started behaving in a way that wasn't right. Okay, it was like karmic, and this was later in life. So the kids are grown, everyone's older, and someone's like moving out of the relationship, like stepping outside of it. Karma served the situation, and I'm sorry, money was affected. There was financial hardships, um and it led to you. This is you now, being going within, isolating yourself, feeling bad, not feeling good. By this time you're older, and so you feel like, well, what do I do? Someone was led by their desires to cheat. Okay. And I'm sorry, I don't feel like it was you. And now I'm getting a clear message that it was both, whether you're masculine or feminine, this was done to you. Okay, this infidelity was done to you. It wasn't you. Because yeah, that's where I was getting thrown off. But this taught you a lot. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I mean, all of it led to this. This was like once you were older, you could have been like in your late 40s, early 50s. You dealt with betrayal, you dealt with someone doing you dirty, and I feel like the relationship, honestly, I feel like it fell apart. Let's see. Yeah, there was things being hidden, secrets, okay, things that were being kept, but I don't know. Wait. Now I feel like in the end, you ended up doing this back to the person. Like you ended up going within, isolating yourself, keeping secrets, going kind of rogue, I'm hearing. Karma. But you were also trying to regenerate yourself and find the way to move forward in your life. You were focusing on your dreams. You were focusing on creating, your desires again, your happiness. Because I feel like a lot of you got lost in that relationship and your family life. You got lost in it for a bit after you worked so hard to create your business, in the first half of your life, your practice as a healer. Someone was very shady towards you, or someone decided to do something shady. But this taught you a lot about duality. It taught you a lot about life cycles. Um it taught you so much, and you took it upon yourself, and this is when you were a lot older, to cut the karma. Number 13, karmic number 13. And by the way, the 13 is also a God number. It's beautiful. It has its positive side, but I always read it as my karma indicator. So you had the courage in that life to cut the cord. You had the courage to put an end to this, to bring balance back into your life. I feel like you guys were single for a while when you were older. This person, I feel like, left you, or you were alone. You had gone through betrayal, deceit. You were focusing on regenerating yourself when you took time out for you Aries, right? You were focusing on moving forward solo. How you were focused, trying to figure out how am I going to bring back prosperity into my life. I feel like this person went rogue on you, or like, this person betrayed you big time, and I don't know, I feel like they were jealous because you were very successful. But this marked your life, for this thing dictated the rest of your life and how it was going to be. And I feel like the decisions that were made, that this person made, impacted the rest of your life. And so now here, this period in your life lasted another 21 years. Sheesh. So I feel like a lot of you lived to be like in your 60s, between 60 to 70 is what I'm seeing. Late, yeah, 60s to 70s. But I do feel that somewhere along, when you're older, you're in your 50s, this person comes along and is trying, a younger person who doesn't have like too much money, but they're trying to make you offer an offer of love, you know, of stability. They see that you're alone. They see that you're someone who's like very spiritual. You have gifts. You know, you're someone who has manifested things for themselves. And they just want to like add more into your life. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what else happened. What lesson needed to be learned, or what has come full circle here that now you're learning in this life? Or what goal did you have? What dream did you have that wasn't completed in that life that now you get to fix or experience? Wow. So yeah, in this life, I mean, you're once again going through duality. Okay, the theme of your life is duality. You're learning about trusting the universe, trusting source, trusting spirit. Because I do feel like even though you guys were healers, a lot of you had shadows back then. And so now you were still in the shadow self and stuff like that. And so now you get to do things in a different way that's like more balanced, stable. I feel like in this life, you guys are a little bit, you're focused on your stability, and you guys are like slower moving. I feel like here you guys, which is funny because Scorpio and Taurus are like, you know, opposite one another. And so I feel like in this life you guys moved fast. You left the house young. You in the past life you know, you had to do a lot fast, you know, young. You wanted to help, you know, your family, although I feel like a lot of you decided to like I feel like some of you said screw my family. That's for some of you, and you decided to go make your own, or some, yeah, yeah, they were very toxic, sadly. But in this life I feel like you guys um have had a slower start. Okay, things are moving slower because I think you went, things moved so fast in that past life that you just went like you were go go go, and you created so much and you did so much, and then because you were constantly doing so much in your practice, in your work and healing, you didn't pay attention, you neglected your romantic relationship, and then everything fell apart, and then you ended up being alone when you were a lot older and stuff. So to avoid that from happening in this life, spirit has given you some Taurus placements is what I'm hearing, or something in your chart is like Taurus maybe, and this is like supporting you in not repeating those same mistakes. Okay. And you're learning about trusting the universe. Oh my god. Wow. So here, yeah, this is like you have a new beginning, a new opportunity in love. You get to do this right now. You get to really like focus on your relationship, focus on what it is that you know, matters to you, and keeping that close to you. I feel like some of you, I'm sorry, I just have to say, I do feel like some of you were the ones who made that mistake. I feel like a lot of you were very successful. Even though I said that people did it, someone did it to you, I am hearing though that a lot of you actually did it because you allowed your success to get to your head. And so what happened was you ended up alone because you betrayed someone. That's for some of you. Now, if that resonates, take it. In this life, you get to pick up that partnership. Okay, so like you get to do this over. You get to do that merging of resources, finances with your loved one, with your significant other, to create that family, to create the long-term stability. This is what you get to do over. No longer will you be coming up short. This is like South Node, North Node, right? This is abundance, new beginning. I do feel like in this life, you guys start off slow and like with not so much. You feel like you don't have all the money you wish you had, right? You feel like I'm always falling short, and you know, in this life, but that's only because you're learning to do things differently. If you gained all that success right away like you did before, you might repeat the same mistakes. But now you know, you get to really be in the heart space. You're addressing the shadows that, you know, your soul carries, and you're no longer allowing it to get the best of you. And you're able to go into business partnerships, and you're able to now do your finances differently, your work differently, your marriage differently. It's beautiful. I love it. A lot of you are actually going to be like famous. You're going to be well known for what you do. Kind of like that life. Okay, South Node. So that's what I have for you. That was a beautiful reading. I love it so much. It was kind of foggy here because what I'm getting is that it actually, yeah, it can be go both ways as far as who did the crime. No, I'm kidding. But you definitely did the time, in that life. But at least, you had success and family and kids, and I feel like someone did come along later in your older years that was younger to like kind of give you company and support you and stuff in that life. But this time, I feel like you have the opportunity to make this be a success. As far as, because I do feel like that's what you want. So let's go ahead and see what message we have from your angels. What do your angels want you to know? A message that pertains to now that also correlates to the past life. Holy love. Okay, you were loved unconditionally. Transformation, friendship, and union. Do the work. Interesting. So, in that lifetime, you had a rough childhood and you were in your dark side shadow. You did a lot of shadow work for people and stuff like that. You delved into that because you dealt with a unhealthy upbringing, and the angels want you to know that you are loved unconditionally. You are a divine child of the universe, of source, of God. So remember that. Okay, group number 2, remember that because you didn't know that back then in that life. You didn't know that, okay? You didn't know that. And you carry that with you, that belief of like, I'm not loved. Yeah, there was always love coming up short in your life, in that life. So now you get to, and then transformation. So know that in this life, you're meant to transform yourself. You're meant to, kind of like you did in that life, where you went from that bad situation as a child to creating this amazing thing for yourself, except that this time it won't be with the devil energy. It'll be in a very beautiful light energy, happiness, joy. I feel like back then you guys weren't very happy people, even though you were healers. You were like I said, this could have been a dark time in history. I don't know. Friendship and union. Beautiful. Friendship and union is coming in for you this life. I feel like this person that you're going to be with, your destined partner in this life, this time you guys have to be friends with them. Okay, value your sacred union, be friends. I feel like in that last life it was like passionate and great, and but it just wasn't valued. I feel like you were so busy, and I feel like you guys desperately wanted like children, so you did it more so for that. You found like the right partner for procreating, whereas this time what matters to you is like that sacred union in this life. And then your angels also want you to do the work. So remember, do the work now. I feel like this is something you did in your later years where you look back and you kind of, I don't know, I just feel like actually, no, you guys died in that lifetime, not having healed fully. So in this life, it's for you to heal. So the angels want you to do the work, do the spiritual work, live in your heart, open your heart chakra, open your crown chakra, connect with source, because there was a lot of darkness that lingered. It never left. You never fully dealt with it. Even though you experienced success and you had kids, this thing followed you. And this time it's not happening in this life. So that's what your angels want you to know. But that was a beautiful past life reading. Oh, let's quickly I want to see like what time period. Let's pull a different time period. Let's see. Okay, so I got 3 different time periods. So the first is 520. So I guess that's like AD or whatever, 520. That's a long time ago. No, I'm kidding. BC, I don't know. That was a long time ago. Sheesh. That makes sense. And then also you have 1214 or 1412. I really feel like it's 1214 if that's even a recorded date in history. Oh my god. And then you have 1918, which makes sense because if you lived to be like 60, then you died around like 1980 or something. So a lot of you could be younger, but if you're older, like now, like you're in your 50s or something, then that lifetime was probably one of these two, okay? For you around this period. It doesn't have to be the exact year. It's like, I'd say that like bracket, okay? So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. If you're new, welcome to the channel. I love doing this for you guys. Be sure to subscribe so you can stay tuned for all your monthly readings where I do readings based on the present moment for your sun, moon, and rising signs. We do money, career, and finance, as well as love and relationship readings. So be sure to join and stay tuned for more pick a card readings. I love you guys so much and thank you for being part of the channel. And leave a comment down below. Let me know if this resonated. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you already knew that this was your life, your past life, and let me know how it correlates to the life now, like the life that you've experienced so far. Okay, my loves, and remember, you have the opportunity. This isn't your life now. This is a past life. But a lot of sometimes things repeat because we have to learn lessons. So this is your opportunity to do things different and create the life that you want without having to go through those karmic lessons again. Okay, love you guys so, so much. Thanks for tuning in, group number 2. Bye. Welcome, group number 3, to your reading. Group number 3, you chose blue calcite. What a beautiful, beautiful crystal. I love it. So let's go ahead and get into your past life reading. Let's learn more about who you were and everything you went through. So let's go ahead and see. Let's shuffle this deck. See what wants to come out. Okay. So you have the medallion that's at the center of your past life energy of the reading. So what I can see here is that, okay, so this is a pretty cool one. A lot of you, what I can see here is that you may have inherited like a piece of like furniture, or no, not furniture, like something in your like jewelry, like it's like an heirloom, something that's been like passed down for generations in your family that you may have, or something that was gifted to you by like a grandparent that was probably gifted to them. So maybe this lifetime wasn't too long ago, but there's also something that, you know, it could be something that you hold on to, or your family holds on to, that's been passed down, but it's something that means a lot to you and you holds a lot of importance. But you just want to be careful that this isn't something that holds some energy of like karmic contracts, okay? And this is something that I'm getting, that what I instantly got was that this is something that you passed down. So in the past life, you passed it down and now it's back in your hands. So what you do with it and how you use it, and what you decide to do with it is going to like, it holds some sort of power or significance in your life. I almost feel like it's time to let go. And I know that can be really hard for some people, but we're going to get into the reading and then understand more of like why perhaps there's a need to let go of this thing by examining the life that it came from, if that makes sense. So if that's resonating, then this reading is definitely for you. But even if there isn't like an heirloom that's been passed down, or you can't think of one, or maybe it hasn't reached your hands yet, maybe it just hasn't reached your hands yet, maybe you're a lot younger in years and maybe your grandparent is holding on to it or something like that, this is just a great reading anyway for you to consider like your keepsakes and things like that, and how they are subconsciously or energetically connecting you to this past life. So let's go ahead. You were also a collector of sorts. I feel like in this life, this past life, I see that you were like someone who held on to things. You may have been passed in that life. Someone passed something down to you as well from your family that held some sort of vibration or a promise or something. Okay. Now let's go ahead and see like what, ooh, a card fell out. So these, okay. So early years. Let's go ahead and see chapter 2 of your life. Chapter 2, please. Okay, chapter 3 and chapter 4. Interesting. Okay, so in this past life, you know, in your early years, I feel like there was a lack of love, fulfillment. Okay, in the home, growing up, you guys felt, that's interesting. Maybe your parent wasn't emotionally, no, not maybe. Your parent wasn't emotionally available. That's what I'm seeing, okay? I can see that here. The parent wasn't emotionally available. Okay, a lot of you could have been twins in a past life. You had a twin. Maybe you're a twin in this life. If that's resonating, then that's a confirmation for you. A lot of you, if you're an Aquarius in this life, that's a confirmation for you. Taurus in this life, or Scorpio, okay? For many of you. But if you don't have any of those signs predominantly in your chart, don't worry about it. I see that this lasted for 11 years. Okay, this feeling of like not being loved, or you feeling like you were missing. So I feel like missing something. So a lot of you could have been missing a parent, the love of a parent. Yeah, there was like a father who was a little bit immature. This father had a temper. This father would come and go. This father did what they wanted. This father was always kind of looking the other way and turning their back on you. And I'm seeing that this father just wasn't present in your life in this past life, group number 3. And you know, this energy could play out in this life as well. So if it does, that's like another confirmation. But I do feel like this father left when you were 11. That's another thing I can see here. This father was just, I don't know. This father wasn't doing their job right. But I can see that they were also like busy working and like manifesting. So it wasn't like they didn't want to be there for you and stuff like that. It's just that they had to like make money, and money was always an issue. Like there was a lot of arguing in the home, a lot of arguing in the household. You know, as a child in that life, like money was just a problem. Okay, this father could have been an Aquarius. If your father's an Aquarius in this life, then that's a confirmation. Let's go ahead and clarify these energies. Okay, you have wisdom, protection, strength, and energy. Okay, number 3. I feel like you growing up and seeing these things happen and seeing your family struggle and all that, it brought you a lot of wisdom at a young age. Okay, you guys were very focused on your family. You were focused on wanting a family or wanting a sense of home. You learned about how you at a young age, you figured out the kind of person you wanted to be, the kind of parent you wanted to be when you were older, and you wanted to make sure to not repeat the mistakes that they did, or you know, not mistakes, but the shortcomings, I guess you could say. I feel like some of you have your North Node or your South Node in Cancer in this life. Yeah, so this was a very let's see, this made you really strong at a young age though. By the time you were 20, you were just like strong, someone who was very grounded, but you were also like very an innovative person. You were creative. I don't know. So far, I'm feel like I'm reading like for a masculine energy. So you could have been. I feel like in this lifetime, it was like mostly you guys. Most of you were men. Let's see. Oh, beautiful. That's what I needed. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, all these cards. So yeah, you were just disappointed. You were sad. You were disappointed. A lot of you went within yourselves. You did things that were like not considered normal. You were like rebellious. I feel like heavy Aquarius energy in this life for you guys. Or maybe you're an Aquarius now for some of you, but you were just very outside of the box. You were misunderstood. But you learned to be strong and independent and stand up for like what you believed in, and you were determined that you were going to like do things differently and make things better in your life, okay? Um, but I see you being like, um, you were someone who around your when you were 20 in that lifetime, you were like shady though. Like you were really strong and like cunning and like a little bit ruthless, and you were determined to do whatever it took to like get out of the situation that you were in as a child. You lacked protection, okay, in this life. There's, you know, in that past life. Um, um, and so you were determined to like protect yourself. You ended up protecting yourself by any means necessary. I feel like a lot of you could have gone to war. You could have been like fighting or in a battle of some kind. You had a lot of energy though surrounding like what you wanted. Okay, you were just very, very in your sacral chakra energy. So some of you were using sex as a way to take advantage of someone, okay, of people, and that was like the way you moved up ahead when you were, younger. Um and then eventually through this sexual energy and being charismatic and charming and fun, you were able to move away from your toxic environment that you grew up in. So let's see what you moved towards. There was judgment here. You moved towards, I don't know what happened to this card. Oh no. There was some sort of judgment here. Let's look at that. Hmm. Wow. So definitely judgment was made in your favor. So I feel like a lot of you were manifesting, creating. You were determined to, you know, get yourself out of the situation. And I don't feel like you guys did anything wrong. I really don't feel like you guys hurt anyone because the Saturn blessed you. Saturn rewarded you. And so by this time, okay, you're like in your 20s, and from 20, the age of 20 to about 39, you you guys went through this whole cycle of you being independent, moving towards what you wanted, and you had money. You were able to create through whatever work you were doing, which is weird that it's like not really showing me like what you were doing. Some of you could have been healers, energetic healers. Others of you, I do feel like you worked for a queen, or you worked for like the army, or you worked for the military forces, or like the warriors, or like depending on the time period. You were protectors of the land. You were protectors. You were like knights. You this is, I guess, for the masculines, but I was picking up that masculine energy for you guys. Um, for those of you who are like not resonating with that, and you feel like you were the divine feminine, um, I feel like you guys were like spiritualists, spiritual healers. But between the age of 20 to 39, you guys experienced romantic relationship. Okay, you got involved with someone. There was a lot of joy and happiness here. Things just started really going in your favor. Like the tables turned for you completely. But this came from like your manifestations, you being really strong, being determined to do better for yourself, and being brave ultimately. Okay. I feel like a lot of you, um, I don't know, I keep going back to the masculine, so I'm just gonna say that in this life you guys are a man. Okay. Um, or a very strong woman, but you as a child around the age of 9, you had to start protecting your mom because your dad wasn't around. And I feel like you protected your mom, and maybe she was like unwell. But the reason I say that is because I feel like there could have been some health issue, but well, there was financial issues for sure. And so you were blessed, like you were rewarded. And so then now you have stability, you created relationship, romance. I feel like you guys were with like a Cancerian type person, or you guys, I'm sorry, I feel like a lot of you were Cancers or Geminis in that life, Sagittarius as well, possibly, aside from Aquarius. There's a lot of healing. You guys healed yourselves. You were able to move forward, okay? I'm sorry. I feel like this reading is a lot more short and concise, and I'm trying to like over explain it because it feels so different than the other ones, like in that regard, in that way. Okay, let's go ahead and see like what happened here. Okay, good. I was like, can you explain? So definitely relationship. You ended up being in a relationship with someone, okay? And it's brought you a lot of happiness. A lot of happiness. There was a lot of positivity, passion. Beautiful. Passion, positivity, Cancer energy again. So I don't know. I just feel like maybe they were a Cancerian or a Libra. But I do feel like around this time, you were probably, I feel like you met them when you were like 25, 26, or 27. I do also feel like this relationship, yeah. Let's continue before I start. There was happiness here, joy. I feel like you guys in general were very just people. You treated everyone fairly in that life, and that's why you were receiving blessings. That's why you were able to, I feel like you guys didn't really have to do too much manifestation work because you were just, you from an early age, you were sowing good seeds and watering them with healthy water and giving them love, you know, like showing up with love in your life, even though I feel like you were a little reserved in your younger years. But this brought you like a ton of abundance. And I also feel like maybe it was like an inherited abundance that was like destined for you. So what I can see here is, yeah, I was wondering, I'm like, what were they doing for work though? So you guys were interesting. Okay, this is what I'm seeing for those masculines. I feel like this is more for masculines, but this person brought you a lot of happiness. You were with someone, a Queen of Wands, who was very practical, passionate, fiery, positive, upbeat. This person made you feel really good. They could, I feel like, okay, I got it. They were either they were a fire sign or a water sign. They could have also had Libra in their chart. And this person yeah, passion. And this person was very crafty. This person made a lot of was able to make money through, I don't know, like wild crafting stuff, making soaps, I don't know, like herbal tinctures, tonics. Was also someone who was resourceful. This could have been like a merchant. They could have sold clothes, made stuff like dream catchers. I don't know. This is someone who was like very like, to me, they're giving like a crafts person, a skilled crafts person. And I do feel like you guys worked in this together. This was like a couple's business, a couple's thing. It's beautiful. I mean, I love it. And I do see though that okay, I feel like someone here dealt with mental health. Oh no, I apologize. No, I apologize. Yeah, this is all very creative energy. So this is from your like 25 to like 39. You guys were together just creating and crafting and beautiful energy. And I feel like some of you may have had, I don't know, did you have kids at that age? like you might have, but actually I take that back. This period here was a 10-year period. So not 39, it was 20 to 30. Okay, 20 to 30, that's what it is. And then okay. So that was a 20, so here you're 30 years old, and justice came into your life. I feel like decisions were made in your life by the universe. Okay, the universe rewarded you with gifts, and you felt like everything you went through as a child paid off. You felt like you were able to look back at 30 and say, wow, like I'm in such a good place in my life. Okay, you were emotionally fulfilled. You had emotional support from your significant other. You had this beginning in love. Okay, so I do feel like a lot of you were working with someone, or you knew this person, but you guys weren't actually like fully together, and you decided to like commit to one another and create a family when you were in your 30s. Okay, that's what I can see. Yeah, you guys wanted that at one point in your life, and it didn't happen. It didn't work, and finally it worked. Okay, you got pregnant. Someone got pregnant, but not just yet. So here I feel like you're in your 30s. Okay, 36 years old is what I'm seeing. This lasted 6 years. This period of like honeymoon romance, spending money, gifts. Okay, this person was bringing you gifts, or you were bringing them gifts. I feel like you were the masculine. You were bringing them gifts. You were finally treating them the way that they wanted to be treated. I feel like they were a friend of yours, or you worked with them, or they were like a friend for so long, and they felt like they wanted more, and then like you finally gave them more. What is going on here? Wow. Oh my God, this is it. This is it. This is the connection I was waiting for. So there's something here about the heirloom piece, or like the thing that's been passed down, the heirloom, is something about this memory of this relationship, a memory of this marriage. Okay, a lot of you have memories. A lot of you remember this. You have dreams about this beautiful relationship, this beautiful union. A lot of you remember this. This brought you so much fulfillment, happiness, joy. Okay. You were working hard. You were working toward making money so that you could shower your person with love, so you could give them what they deserve, so that you both could have what you deserved. Okay, maybe you wanted to buy them a ring. Yeah. Or they wanted to buy you a ring, but I feel like most of you are masculines. Like I'd say 90% of the people were men, and then the 10% were women in this past life. Wow, yeah. Oh my God, this is like relationship. So this was definitely a relationship that you were in, and it started taking off, and I feel like this is when you had kids, or this is when you started having kids. I feel like you guys had 5 kids in this life. 3 to 5 with this person, but you guys waited a while. I feel like you guys tried early on and you couldn't get pregnant for whatever reason. And I feel, oh yes, this is how you got pregnant. You went to like a medicine person, or a healer, or a witch doctor or something. They gave you some herbs. Maybe it was blue cohosh or black cohosh, but whatever it was. No, I'm sure there are other herbs too, but anyway. Whatever it was, you got pregnant. Oh my God, it healed you. It's like it healed your relationship. It healed your lives, because you really wanted this. You wanted to take your relationship to the next level. Oh my God, there was so much love between the two of you. Like this person and this person just loved on each other. Like it was you against the world. You guys built something together. Wow, look, rewards, healing. You went through a hard period together where you weren't able to manifest something that you really wanted, something that meant a lot to you. And there was so much turmoil around it. And then you finally healed. You guys went through a karmic cycle together. This could have lasted like, it was like 5 years also, I'm getting, for some of you, that you tried to conceive and you couldn't. Now the timeline makes sense to me, because I was thinking, wait, this is getting a little old. Like if this person's waiting to have all these kids when they're like 40 and like 50, it doesn't make sense. But it does make sense if you're the masculine, because you know, you could be in your 50s having your kids, you know. But anyway, let's continue. So I do feel like you had kids later in life. So there was healing, there was rest, there was relaxation now because it's finally happening. And so I see there being a lot of time spent in the home. There was also this beautiful, yeah, hermit mode again, six energy, Virgo energy again. Beautiful. Like this was just you. Oh my God. You guys showed each other so much love. Like whenever you were pregnant or they were pregnant, there was just love, like love, 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 and affection and gifts and nurturing and pleasing. And oh my God. And there was just so much, yeah, nurturing and motherly energy in the household. You guys, even if you were masculines, you were able to be very maternal. Your dreams came true. You guys, the light was shined in the darkness. You guys figured out how to manifest what you wanted. You resolved your relationship issues. You guys thought that you were going to break up over this in the past life because your person could not conceive. So maybe that's something that's kind of showing up again in this life. Have faith. You guys will be able to do it. Try blue cohash. No, I'm kidding. Blue cohash or black cohash, but anyway. And then also, but see an actual like detox specialist and make sure you're doing things right. That's not medical advice. Anyway, so yeah, that's not medical advice. That's naturopathic advice. Beautiful. Let's move forward. Let's see what else happened. Like what's going on now. Now let's look at your chapter 4. Oh my God. Yay. I was waiting for that. I'm like, please. I'm like, when are we gonna see that? Oh my God, look at this. Your dreams came true. The things that you know, this is mother energy. So maybe some of you were feminines, but yeah, you could very well have been feminine. So for the feminines, I just want to go back and say you weren't working in the army, you weren't protecting royalty or whatever. You were just like, I don't know. Yeah, manifesting, doing healing arts, healing work in your 20s, and then doing crafts work, creative crafts work like art or something, products, clothes, textiles. I'm hearing textiles, like you guys were textile makers, but you had your own business with your significant other. Okay, then this happened, your new beginning. You couldn't get pregnant, you finally did. They started showing you love. They started nurturing you and taking care of you. Your relationship got better. Okay, so regardless if you're the masculine or the feminine, okay, yeah, finally pregnancy. Like you did it finally. Okay, yeah, so it did happen later. Wow. This was like the issue and then the resolution and finally the emotional fulfillment led to that. And okay, I'm sorry. So you had I'm getting you had I did say 3 to 5 kids, but I feel like a lot of you had 4 kids. Now, if that's the number like you want in this life, then maybe that's a number that's linked to the past life. Like if you want 3 in this life, I feel like then maybe that's how much you know how many kids you maybe some of you are saying I don't want kids in this life. That's okay. We're gonna look at like anyway, like you know what this life is about that needs to be but anyway, so yeah, my loves. Oh my God, group number 3, beautiful energy. So you're pregnant. Oh my God, this took a lot of patience. Oh my God, this took so much patience, but like it came in, it came through. It finally happened, and like you're patiently, you know, your patience paid off. Oh my God, the magician. Wow, this is beautiful. I feel like you and this person were like such a beautiful couple. You guys were supporting each other. When one person was whoever was pregnant, the other one was holding space, doing work, creating on a spiritual level to conceive. Okay, to help the baby. You were giving your children beautiful energy. Both of you were giving your children beautiful energy. Okay, like sending them just high vibrations. These are like divine children. You guys had divine children. Okay, like I feel like these were blessings that took a while to come in, and maybe that's resonating with you in this life. If so, you know, girl, it's going to be great. Communication. Yeah. Wow. So you guys are very kind with one another, patiently communicating to each other. you know, reassuring each other, I guess, of your relationship. Success. Oh my God, you guys experience that success in your pregnancy, in your family, and the completion of, you know, of what you wanted. You guys had a business, you guys created a lot of love together. So I'd say at this time, okay, so 30, 36. So you were like 36 when you got pregnant in that life, when you had your first baby. And or you were 36 when your wife had the baby. If you know for sure you're the masculine, okay? Anyway. Wow. This is what, okay, now we're going to look at you know, this life. What are you like learning in this life? What from that past life is being shown in this life for you to like fix or change or learn or do differently? How is that life led into this life? What's come full circle? Ooh, I don't know what the fuck. Stop. Beautiful. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Wow, 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 you guys. So I don't know, in this life, some of you might have heavy Pisces placements, Cancer placements. Some of you could be Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, okay? Gemini I'm seeing, but I don't want to like throw out every, you know, all the signs, but that's what came out. So I see here that you guys you did something in that life that's carried on to this life. Your manifestations in that life are being shown to you in this life. So there's things that you weren't aware of, okay? Like in this life, like you didn't understand like why were certain things happening. There was confusion. You were confused on your path. I think a lot of you have been confused on your life path, your journey is what I'm seeing. In this life, you're learning to be like grounded. And well, that's interesting because that number 2 came up again. So I feel like this life for you is all about balance. It's about releasing your shadows. Dare I say ascension? I feel like a lot of you are on your ascension journey, and you know, like you're experiencing your self-love, wish fulfillment, everything. You're experiencing all of that in this life again. But I feel like it's just like an elevated version. So that's weird because you know, it's not weird. It's just like I wish this reading is so simple. It's so to the point, and it makes me feel uncomfortable because I'm an over explainer. You know, I like to like slice and dice and explain it every possible way I can. And when I tap into this energy, it's so straightforward. So I feel like you guys in this life, like your life, if in the beginning it's been complicated, you're manifesting what you want. You're learning to be balanced, to be consistent, to have stability. You're focusing on your stability. You're cleansing yourselves. There's a need to cleanse yourselves a lot in this life. You know, just cleanse, yeah. And then this life for you is all about emotional fulfillment. What's going to bring you true emotional stability and happiness. It's and I feel like you guys are very psychic and intuitive, and I feel like you guys have gifts that you are meant to like gift the world. You're meant to shine light wherever there's darkness. You guys are angels. Oh my God, a lot of you are earth angels. Oh my God. Yeah, it makes sense actually with this crystal because it's such a peaceful crystal. Like I feel like your mission here is to bring peace, to bring love. You're meant to lead a life of peace, love, stability, comfort, materials. It kind of reminds me of that past life. And I feel like there's something that is in your life now that is going to be a symbol, or it has to do with this life. So let's go ahead and just see what time periods want to come out. Dates and time periods. Okay, 18, 22. um 325 came out. So I don't know. I feel like 325 could be like really back, way back. Like I think it's BC or AD. I don't know, but one of those years. Okay, 325, one of those dates. That's the time period, and then 1822 is the other time period. Then you have 1221. Ooh, child. 1221. Oh my God. That's like major, major right there. 1221. Wow. So that's the year, but that's like beautiful. Okay. So you guys are definitely here to like help the collective on the ascension journey. You're here to like guide people. So you have gifts, you have wisdom, you have a high vibration. You naturally vibrate high. You know, a lot of you are like, want to be of service to the world. You want to be humanitarians. You want to be, I don't know. This is beautiful though. Beautiful energy. I mean, I'm shocked. Make a wish is what I'd say with that for all of you, because you know, I'm about to make my own wish. Oh my God, yeah, it's just a beautiful energy, and I feel honored to have been able to do this reading for you guys. So let's just go ahead now, and I'm actually going to leave these dates out so that when you guys can take your screenshot, you have it, you're able to look back on it and remember. So lastly, let's go ahead and see what message we have from your angels. And this message is going to be, it's going to bridge the gap between the past life and this current life. Okay. Sacred plan, opportunity and change, learning experience, take a step back. Interesting. So, you know, your childhood was part of your sacred plan. Everything you went through in that past life was going to lead you to this life. And with this card in the middle, okay, the medallion, I can see that you created this thing that would come in the generations to come, that now you're reaping the rewards. So for some of you, I feel like many of you didn't have a bad upbringing in this life. You didn't have an absent father, and if you did, you guys didn't really go through a lot of emotional suffering, because it taught you what you needed to learn to navigate this life. Okay, detachment is what I'm hearing, but not in an unhealthy way. Also, you guys have, your soul is wise, so you were, even if you had an absent father in this life like you did in that past life, you that was not new to you, so it wasn't a big deal. Okay, take a step back. We'll get to that in a second because I went the wrong way. Okay, so opportunity and change. So there will be a lot of changes in this life. Okay, the same way you went through change in your past life at, you know, an early age. And then there was opportunities that came in surrounding love and money and finances. Expect the same thing to happen in this life. You're someone who constantly has opportunities, and your angels want you to know that they send those things your way because you're meant for so much more. You're meant for to bring this into the world, okay? To bring the 10 of Cups into the world, to spread love and joy and experience that for yourself. Learning experience. Everything that you've gone through, everything you went through was in that life was part of the learning experience, your soul's growth. Same with this life, okay? Remember that. Be grateful for everything. Always be in gratitude. You see how like this person, beautiful person here, is just in gratitude no matter what, and you're shining that light. You have that light, okay? You're the bearer of light. Wow. And then take a step back, okay? Magicians, all my magicians out there and my empresses, take a step back when it comes to your kids. I'm getting, okay, when it comes to your family, your kids, take a step back. Allow them to live their lives, observe them, be there for them, but hold space, and don't feel like you have to be overbearing or controlling or micromanaging, especially if you're a Cancer, okay? Because you know that came out is what I'm getting, or a Gemini or Aries. Either way, this is take a step back. Your angels want you to take a step back from this reading, take it all in, and see how all of this resonates with your current life and your trajectory or your goals and your dreams, and really like soak it all in is what I'm hearing, and see the bigger picture, because I really feel like a lot of you are on a higher spiritual path, and if you've been caught in the material world, or you know, caught into like any programs surrounding material, the 3D, it's time to take a step back and remind yourself who you are, because you are an earth angel, group number 3. So I love you guys so much. And you're from the higher realms. I'm hearing 5D. A lot of you carry 5D energy, 5D frequency. So love you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to subscribe so you can get notified when I post monthly readings for your placements, sun, moon, and rising signs. We do money, career, finance for your present moment. And we will also be doing love and relationship readings. And stay tuned for more pick a card readings. I love doing these. These are so much fun. Leave a comment down below. Let me know that this was your group number 3. How did it resonate with you? How did you already know this was the life you lived? Have you had dreams about this life, or was it news to you? And if so, did it also correlate, regardless of, you know, did it correlate to your current life? What parts are matching up? How did it make you feel, etc.? Whatever you want to share, feel free to share. Leave a comment down below. I will respond. Love you guys so much, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Hi, group number 4. Welcome, group number 4, to your past life reading. Group 4, you chose the Amethyst cluster. It's beautiful. It's super cute. So I'm getting that you guys are like super cute. Okay. You guys have like a cute vibe, a cuteness, beauty, radiant beauty. I see that you guys are also, I can see that you guys are also, I can see that you guys are also very psychic. You're clairvoyant. You guys have abilities. You have gifts. And let's go ahead and pull your main energy. Okay, let's see what energies want to come out. All right, you have the kiss. The kiss is at the center of your spread. Okay, so this energy is the energy of your past life. It was like a centerpiece in your past life, and it's also the centerpiece now. So let's see. The kiss is all about it's like intimacy, romance. So I feel like a lot of you in this life, this was a very intimate life. You experienced intimacy in a way that most people weren't able to. It's a beautiful energy to have. I feel like this was a very sensual life. It could have been very flirty, passionate. I don't know. Let's go ahead and see more, and then we'll figure that out. Let's see what the first chapter was like. So your early years. Okay. Let's look at chapter 2, please. Chapter 2. Damn. Okay. I knew we were going to get a rags to riches story up in here. Okay, chapter 3. Beautiful. Okay, chapter 4. Beautiful, beautiful reading so far. Wow. So I can see here, group number 4, that you guys had an upbringing that wasn't very fun. Okay, it wasn't fun. It wasn't easy. Oh yeah, it had a lot of stress. There was arguing in the home, arguing in the household. In this life, your parents were fighting. Money was the problem. Financial stress. Okay, poverty. I feel like lack, limitation. They were overworked. Your parents in that lifetime were overworked. They tried to give you everything they could, and it just wasn't enough. There was fighting, arguing. Wow. A lot of disappointment. I feel like you guys had a father or mother, but a father or mother, especially if this is resonating with your current life, I'd say especially if your parent is an Aries, sun, moon, or rising, then that's a confirmation for you. That, you know, I mean, either way, this is your reading, right? But it's just, I'm going to be throwing out confirmations for all of you as I go along. I feel like, yeah, like your parent, they kept trying to like make things happen, promising you all these things, and you kept feeling disappointment. Nothing would happen. You know, they would say, okay, I'll give you this. You're going to have this. We're going to have that. and it just didn't happen. This person could have also been like a Cancerian in that past life or in this life. But anyway, in that life, there was a lot of struggle, okay, early on. This lasted for some time. I'd say, let's see. Ooh. Okay, energy. So even though you went through this struggle, you went through you know, these negative this negative experience in your childhood, it made you a lot stronger. It was part of your karmic lesson. It was your part of the, you know, what you signed up for. Honestly, it was part of your soul's contract, because you know, your soul knew that it would only make you stronger and prepare you for the life that was in front of you. I feel like you guys are very innocent as kids in this life. You believed in you saw like your dad, your father figure being this like knight in shining armor, but this knight in shining armor didn't, I feel like, was fighting with your mom a lot, okay, in this life. And they were so focused on bringing you happiness and giving you happiness. I feel like there were happy moments. There was definitely happy moments. It's just that a lot of energy was spent trying to manifest wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, a lot of energy was spent manifesting something. Okay, and your father or the parent was able to do it. They put a lot of energy into manifesting this, and there was accomplishments, they created success, and you going through this and seeing this whole thing take place and being a part of it with your family. I feel like a lot of you helped your family manifest. A lot of you at the age of 15 were working with your family in something, trying to help them create this success. Okay, that's what it was. I apologize. Wow. There was a lot of abundance here, and this led to someone getting pregnant really young. Someone got pregnant at a young age, or you know, your person got pregnant, or you got pregnant. Yeah, you had kids at a very young age in this life. In this past life, maybe in this life as well for some of you, but I do feel like you had a child with like a soulmate. A lot of you had this child when you were like 15. Okay. You could have had more than one child, but you had your family support, which is beautiful. You weren't at it alone. Okay, both of your families were like supporting you. Or maybe if you weren't in a relationship, it was just your family supporting you. But because let's see if you were in a relationship or if you just got pregnant. I mean, okay. Oh my. Interesting. Wait. I'm sorry. I'm going to pull this back. No, I'm not. Okay. I got it. So in this past life of yours, you had like lovers, you had intimacy, you were out there at a young age having fun. You met someone and you got pregnant at a young age, right? We established that. You could have, you know, been a Cancer in this lifetime, Gemini. I see also for some of you Scorpio, but there was some sort of contract or agreement that you and your person, I do feel like you guys were in like an arranged marriage. I'm hearing like some of you had an arranged marriage. You came from like yeah. You came from a family that struggled and then became stable and successful, and but then you were like married off, or you went into an arranged marriage for many of you, or whoever you got pregnant by, you were in a contractual relationship with them. But this brought you a lot of stability. So I feel like I'm reading for like a feminine energy. I feel like most of you are divine feminines. That's good because so far we have, I think, 2 masculine energies and then 2 feminines out of the 4. So I'm happy to see that. But yes, let's see. You were expecting a certain amount of money. Okay. I feel like a lot of you moved in together with this person at a young age, or you inherited money from their family or your family. Either way, you guys were like set. You guys were set and your children were set. And this was a great, great opportunity. So you took it and you went for it. And you felt really good from where you came from to where you were now. You felt really strong. But let's see. I mean, I feel like you guys were still pretty young. I think by this time you were like 20. Oh, yep. 19, 20 is what I was picking up. That came out. That literally fell out. This was like a Saturnian karmic thing. I'm getting that Saturn did reward you, or like you were being rewarded by like the father of your kids. The father of your kids brought you a lot of money, a lot of wealth. You basically fell into wealth. You married into, I don't even feel you married into wealth. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it like this. You fucked into wealth. You had sex into wealth, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you wanted marriage and that it wasn't coming in. You kept having more kids because you like wanted to like take all, you wanted it all. You wanted to secure your future, your kids' future. You wanted to make sure that you know, but you had a beautiful like experience with this person. By this age you're like 20. You're young, and this lasted 10 years, this period of acquiring wealth, of fighting for more commitment, more love, more guarantees. You had agreements. Let's continue. Let's see, like purification. Interesting. Yeah, there was something here about I feel like a lot of you were, this past life was in a time where men were allowed, or a place or a culture where men were allowed to have more than one partner and women were not. At least not once they were with someone. You know, like you were allowed to be single, but once you got pregnant, you had to like be with the person, or once you decided to be claimed by someone, you couldn't like really step out. A lot of you could have had Aries in your chart in this life. But there was a lot of like intimacy, right? Eroticism, stimulation, passion, fire, a lot of attraction between you. But there was something about purification. You were trying to get your person, your man, okay, for the feminines, to I mean, this is a very strong feminine reading. I'll go ahead and read it for the small few of you who feel like you were the divine masculines in this life. But for now, I'm gonna finish the what I was saying. So I do feel that you were focused on getting your person to like straighten out, to give you what you deserved, okay, to not come up short when it came to the promises, you know, what you felt you were getting yourself into. You're happy financially, you were happy in that life, you had everything you needed, but on a interpersonal romantic level, your person wasn't being committed. Okay, they were very well known, they were maybe famous or renowned or like revered or something, I'm hearing. Now for you masculines, okay, you worked at a young age, helped your family gain success, had multiple partners, got someone pregnant, had an agreement with them, a partnership, you moved together, bought a home together, bought property together, inherited money. You could have inherited something from your family at a young age. You had stability, okay, or from their family, but you could have married into money, like the feminines is what I'm picking up. And you were able to create. You were definitely successful in business, in money, whatever, however you made it. I don't know how, but it was something traditional. You were, maybe your family, like you acquired like land from them, or so you were like a landlord, or you worked for like the law or the town's tax collector people. I don't know, like something legal for many of you. Okay, so back to the general. Now that we've established the two energies here in the past life and you've selected, let's move forward and I'll continue just giving you the general messages that are here. Well, the very detailed messages, but what I mean is like I don't want to get too caught up in the people's genders in this lifetime. So yeah. Wow, this brought you so much happiness though. I feel like there was a lot of happiness with this relationship with your family, your kids, your significant other. There was some karma though. There was like again, we were talking about like the one of you, which you wait. Oh yeah, so for the masculines, real quick, your partner, your woman was trying to get you to like be pure, to purify yourself, to be faithful, to you guys were bickering and arguing over this. You guys loved each other. There was so much happiness. Okay, this is now for both. But one of you, okay, whether it was you or them, was engaging, and the you or them is based off whether you were masculine or feminine. And I know you guys are probably like, well, that sounds like outdated and traditional. What I would say to that is, I'm sorry, but this is not 2020, right? This is not 2021 to 2022. This is a long time ago. So it makes sense for me, and that's how I'm delivering the message, because I do feel like it's what's resonating. It's what I'm being told, that the divine feminine was the one who wanted her man to commit. And the divine masculines were, being not, non-committal in terms of sex, because they obviously were providing. But anyways, so yeah, that's what I can see here with that 13 is like the sex was an issue, the fidelity stuff. But you guys are still in this thing for the long haul, okay? This relationship. Like this is something that you guys really, really wanted. Happiness, and you got it. You were experiencing that with your family. Number 4, right? Family. Beautiful. I definitely feel strong Cancerian energy here. So maybe some of you are Cancerians. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Death. That Death card, I knew it wanted to come back out. And then Fool. Interesting. What happened here? Okay. That makes sense. Now I'm just gonna pull out because pull out all these cards, because I don't want to read you something without getting the full picture. Okay. Interesting. So in this life, divine ones, okay, so this is what I'm seeing here. You were really happy. You had kids. You had more children. You wanted things to be balanced out. The Wheel of Fortune came in, and there was like something here about longevity. So I feel like a lot of you received a blessing, a reward regarding your stability, your home. You definitely were like solid with your inheritance or something like that. I feel though like the relationship came to an end because something came to an end. It just didn't work out. It didn't work out, or like you just put an end to it because the person wouldn't give you what you wanted. And you were thinking about like what you wanted long term, and if you really wanted to be involved with someone who was like not giving you what the respect that you deserve, even though you had everything else. And you decided to go on your own path towards your happiness, move away from the situation. and go towards what you wanted. For a lot of you, there was just like, for the feminines, you moved away and you went through the Pluto energy, okay, death and rebirth. So by this time, you're like in your 30s, you already have kids. And you got on your own 2 feet, became your own leader, and moved towards, this healing, a healing in the heart, because you never truly received what you wanted on an emotional level from this person. They never committed to you, even though they gave you a lot. But you moved away from this situation with stability, with money, with inheritance, with something you had, a solid foundation. So you were good and you were able to do this and walk away, which is, I'm getting, that was something that was uncommon for women to do in this lifetime. And you were able to do it, and you received the divination and the downloads and the psychic guidance to to manifest new relationship, to leave your old relationship, to do what was best for you. And you were brave and you were following your heart and moving towards your emotions, okay, like towards your emotional happiness and fulfillment. Because up until that point, the only thing that was bringing you fulfillment was your children. And yeah, okay, for the masculines, you felt like you weren't truly in love with this person. You guys got married really young. You had kids really young. It was like arranged or something like that. It was a contractual. It was like families coming together. I'm hearing like one family was really powerful. The other one had old money, and the other family had new money, right? Because your family had the new money, and then you fell into wealth. But you felt like this person was like, could have been like an older woman, divine masculine, like they just wanted you to themselves, and you didn't want that. Plus, because you didn't feel like fully connected, so you put an end to the relationship, or they put an end to the relationship. I don't know. Yeah, they probably did. And then you walked away and became your own leader and went towards your new beginning, a rebirth, okay, to go towards what you really wanted, your emotional happiness, your healing. And yeah, this was you, like you left as the Queen of Pentacles, so you were able to do it kind of like the same thing as the divine feminines. And you were moving towards what you really wanted, okay? Now let's go ahead and move forward. Group number 4, Gemini energy. Interesting. That makes sense though, because I had a feeling that energy would come back around. So if I'm right, I have a feeling about what cards will come out. Let's go ahead and see. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful energy. Okay, this is what I'm getting. So around the age of like in your 30s, like 35, you decided to like go off on your own, right? For both of you, divine masculines and feminines, you were so focused on your happiness. Okay, you were taking action towards finding your fulfillment. You were like, I feel like you guys are really tied into this whole family life situation at a young age. And you guys were going out and having fun, celebrating, traveling, taking action in your lives. You led a life for about like 3 years, I'd say, of travel, of dating, of meeting people, of rest and relaxation, because you had stability, you had money, you were able to do this. You had a home that was like secured. We're going to look at the time period in a second, but let's just keep going. I feel like you were learning a lot about your inner self, your duality during this age. Okay, this is screaming midlife crisis, which is something I don't like. I don't know. I don't try to like really believe in that, but yeah, I feel like this is something that For some of you, it could have been around the age of 44 in that life, but you ended up being victorious. Okay, this was a life of relaxation, working from home. You got to like, maybe some of you became, I'm getting some of you became like farmers. Some of you were able to like create stability for yourselves within the home or your wherever you work. A lot of you were became royalty. A lot of you were royalty, or like you married in, but you left a situation, but you ended up victorious. Okay, you ended up with the crown on your head. You ended up, you know, inheriting a kingdom, even though the relationship fell apart. For some of you, okay, this is what I got. Someone died. Someone died. Okay, the person you were with died, and you inherited the kingdom. You inherited the riches. You inherited the wealth. You have to move on and try to find happiness now. This is death and rebirth. Okay, that's what it is. I apologize well, no, I mean, what I said before applied, and if it resonated, take it, but I'm really seeing it now clearly. And so once you lost this person, you know, you still had your children and your family, but now you have to go find like emotional fulfillment, happiness elsewhere. And, you know, you received divine guidance on how to make this happen. And it was hard for you, and you went through like the dark night of the soul for like 4 years, but then when you snapped out of it, you were like out there again. But you had stability. You had everything that you needed, like a home, an estate, a land, I don't know, money. You had everything. So you were able to take this time to relax, to travel, to do things and have fun and play and enjoy your life again. And by this time, let's see how old you were. Interesting. So now you're like, yeah, that's what I was picking up. Because that was 36. So I'd say from 44 to 55, you were like, you became this King of Cups. You were the king of something, of a kingdom. I'm getting of, let's see, of a place, of a group of people, or just the king in your life. Okay, King of Pentacles. Yes, you inherited money. You became stable. You had everything that you wanted and needed. You also, I feel like you guys were like the type who would spend on lovers. In your later years, you were the type who would spend on lovers. Okay. You were like, wait, let me pull more before I say what I felt like saying. That's for the masculines. Why? Well, you're probably saying, why not the feminine? Because I feel like it's a different, I mean, nowadays, yeah. I mean, hey, if you're a queen, why wouldn't you, right? If you were a queen back then, why not spend on some sugar babies? I'm kidding. Oh, God. Hey, maybe some of you have fantasized about being a sugar mama in this life. Or a sugar daddy. If so, then take that as a confirmation. But let's get into it, okay? So I just see that you ended this life with stability, okay? Emotionally open, available, victorious, a king. Whether you were a man or a woman, you were a king, okay? You were super, super elevated, stable, wise. I don't know, you overgave, that's for sure, but I feel like you had a lot to give, and you were overspending, but that's why I felt like you were spending on like people, on, you know, on things. I don't know, I feel like you were very generous towards your family, towards your children, but I do feel like you found some of you, see, now this is where you're getting me. Oh my God, I'm gonna elaborate. Can we elaborate on that middle energy, please? That central energy. What were they spending on? What were they spending all this money and love into? The Star. Interesting, because that's Aquarius down there with the number 11. And I don't know, I was speaking of soulmate vibes, like a twin flame soulmate. I don't know, like I feel like if you're the divine masculine, like you eventually met like a soulmate. When you were a lot older, you met someone, and this was like a sugar baby, or like someone who's younger and you could like spend money on them. They made you feel really good. You felt like your prayers had been answered. You felt like you found someone again that you could like experience love with after losing this loved one who could have died in labor. Oh my God, that's so dramatic. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I don't even need to laugh. Like, oh my God, it's a nervous laugh. I apologize. That's so bad. Love and light. Ooh. Love and light, girl. That's terrible. If you're a divine feminine, but again, love and light. If you're a divine feminine, what I can see here is that, but also like your faith got you here. Your faith is what got you here. Your belief in source, your connection with source for both masculine and feminine is what got you through life. You were always someone who had a lot of faith and spiritual connection, and you knew that you were being guided. Your angels guided you here. This was meant for you. But a lot of you, what I'm getting is that you shared intimacy with people. You had lovers, you had fun. When you were older, you didn't allow the loss that you went through to like stop you from living your life in the future. You were very abundant, prosperous, generous. Okay, we have abundant here as well. Beautiful. What number's underneath? 5. Yeah, relationships. Okay, I thought I was making that up for a second, and there's my confirmation. For your kids, for your lovers, your relationships, you were doing that. You were being, taking care of people. Even if you were the woman I am getting, the divine feminines, you were able to do that as well. You were a queen, you were a king, you were able to provide for people. You were able, not even provide, I apologize, to spoil, to spend, to take care of yourself. A lot of you were also, I feel like some of you ended up being like making a lot of money in farming, in crafts, in business, in merchants, like merchant. But I feel like you guys owned it. Like you owned, like the city's merchants. You owned the town's farms. You owned something. You inherited something that had to do with third house type energies, 3 of Pentacle type energies. Okay. A lot of you had to travel to other places and do business dealings and stuff, and you had like someone that would come along with you that you loved or shared love with or passion or whatever. Obviously, I feel like you guys didn't end up getting that 10 of Cups experience in this life because again, your central energy was the kiss, and so you guys are people who just experience like multiple lovers. You guys all, whether masculine, feminine, does not matter, you experience intimacy on like many levels at a young age. Maybe in this lifetime it was like that as well, and you never felt like you really had that connection. This was really spiritual, super spiritual when you were older, but I don't see that like, I don't know. So let's see like what has come into this life that now you get to do differently or learn or fix, or what's the theme in this life? What's from that life, what has led you into this life? Ooh. So you have Aries energy. So independence, leadership, strong, independent. King of Swords. So you guys. Okay, so in this life, what I can see is like you're learning you want marriage now. Like true commitment, partnership, equal partnership, marriage. Okay, this is what you came here to do now in this life because you didn't really have that back then. Everything was based on money. Everything was based on, all these things. And maybe a lot of you have grown up into money, like you in this lifetime, like you were born into money. And I feel like if so, like you guys made it happen for your bloodline or your spiritual reincarnation line, if that makes sense to you. And what I can see here is like you're learning to go from being the Knight of Swords, okay, of like I feel like you're going from being someone who doesn't show up in relationship or was non-committal to being someone who can commit, who means serious business, a wise man, a wise woman, a wise counsel, someone who, a teacher. In this life, you're meant to be a teacher. You're meant to be a business person, an entrepreneur. Okay, you left that life as a business person, as an entrepreneur, okay. Now in this life, you're doing it again, but this time you get to incorporate what you couldn't do in the past life. You get to do it. And I'm feeling soulmate, twin flame energy in this life for many of you, okay? Let's get that one last card up there. Let's make it good. Ooh. There's so much positivity in this life for you that's destined for you. And the reading is really saying that you want to make sure that you know that and that you're manifesting in a positive way. A lot of you may have like North Node or South Node in Cancer. You could have Cancer in your chart. That played out, that kept coming up a lot for many of you. For others of you, I see Taurus in your chart. Gemini, well, for a few of you, yes. But I also see, no, I do see Gemini. I see Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, and Cancer, especially in Taurus. But you've also, you've, in this life, you're learning about, okay, you're focused on being abundant, right? Building a business, investing, I don't know. Like, I think of trading when I see the Three of Pentacles, like today and age, today, yeah. But, I think there was a lot of contrast and you learned a lot of lessons about duality in that past life coming into this one. So your soul knows like that this time you get to be independent. You don't have to like, you're creating on your own. You're doing things on your own this time, whereas before you kind of fell into money, you married into money, it was a very different life, but it has led to this experience, which is a beautiful one. So that's what I have for you guys. I love that. Let's go ahead and see the time periods. Let's pull some dates here, please. Wait. What is this? Hold up. Okay, this is kind of weird. Okay, finally. I'm like, what? This is a little strange though. But I do feel like most of you, this was a long time ago. For sure. I mean, that's coming across. So we have 1457. We have 129, which I'm like, what is this? 129. That's ancient. I don't know. That's a long time ago. And then 1021 is also a very long time ago. What's that, like AD? I don't know. Or I would say 1209, like, or 1296. That makes more sense to me. But these are the time periods. So this was a while ago. There's no like 19 anything here, or 18 or 17. But this impacted you on a soul level, like for sure. And it was a very important life. So also with the center of your reading, this card here is saying, do you remember your first kiss? Okay, what was it like? Okay, this is in this lifetime. What was that first kiss like? Go back and think about that and reflect on your first kiss and how it made you feel. This is also a beautiful, like a beautiful card about like intimacy in general. So you want to like make sure that you're like experiencing intimacy and not like suppressing your intimate self. This talks about exploring your sensuality, exploring, different sides to yourself. And you want to be careful though, because I feel like in this lifetime, in the past life, there was a lot of themes around like, especially here, this didn't work out because like there was a lot of domination, there was a lot of imbalances in the relationship, some disrespect was going on, neediness. These are all things that you want to be careful about in this lifetime. But at the same time, in this lifetime, it's a great time for you to be like sensual, to experience connection and true intimacy. Don't be afraid. So let's go ahead and pull some messages from the angels. What message do we have from your angels, please? Let's go ahead and see. Okay, so strength and guidance. So the angels. So I'm going to read this in regards to the past life and then tie it into this life. So your angels are saying like in the past life, you had to be really strong, but they were guiding you. Your angels were guiding you out of this tough situation, guiding your family away from poverty and tough situations. Okay, they're doing the same thing in this life. You're being given the strength. You have the strength to move through any obstacles, and you're being guided. Say yes, okay? Say yes. So if someone wants to come in and swoop you off your feet in this lifetime, don't be afraid. If history is repeating itself, don't be afraid. But because this was all good here. But once you're here, remember what the karmic situation was, okay? Say yes, okay? If you know that you want to be with this person, they're offering you love, stability, whatever it is, someone's proposing to you, I don't know, say yes. You said yes back then, say it this time too. And then honesty and communication. Yeah, this was something that wasn't taking place in that lifetime. This time you have the opportunity to be honest and communicate with your significant other in your romantic relationships. Be honest, communicate, don't keep secrets, don't lie, because that number 13 is the imbalanced Cancer energy. Then you have Scorpio over here. There was a lot going on, right? Saturn karma, devil type energy, and then self-acceptance. So you really accepted yourself in that past life in your later years. So in this life, you know, be sure to do the same thing. And there's a need for you to like, yeah, like accept. I'm getting more so accept the intimacy within you. Like if you have like, there's like things that are taboo or like secrets or desires, you know, don't hide them from your partner and then go do them behind their back, because that's kind of what happened, right? Accept yourself first, be honest and communicate. That's going to lead you to this success this time around in relationship, because money was not a problem. And I feel like you have the opportunity to experience this abundance again, right? And but this life is definitely more about, I feel for you, like love and relationship, this current life, as opposed to this life which was all about stability, finances, and riches, and obtaining a kingdom. For many of you, you literally became royalty. So I love you guys so much. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know that you were group number 4. Let me know how it resonated, how it applied to your current life, what similarities you see here. Let me know if you already knew that this was your past life, if it was news to you, whatever you want to share. If you enjoyed the reading, leave a comment down below. Please, I do appreciate when you do this, because it shows me that you actually watched the reading and that you were engaged. And I love doing this for you guys. It means so much to me. It's always an honor to do these kind of readings. I put a lot into them, and I will comment back. So welcome to all the new subscribers. I will be posting more videos, more pick a card readings, so stay tuned for that. And then every month we post monthly career, money, finance readings for your present moment in this life, as well as love and relationship readings for your moon sign, your sun sign, and your rising sign. So stay tuned for that as well. Welcome once again, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.